do I get over Sunday evening dread?
Sunday evening dread.
Sunday, it's a weird thing. This goes right back to childhood. And I know so many people that feel this. It's that sense of the weekend's coming to the end and you feel a kind of slight pit in your stomach. And there's probably a bit of guilt that you haven't done your homework from back then. And there's certain TV programs that used to be songs of praise on Sunday. Always used to make me sort of...
We used to eat boiled egg on the carpet. With a plate, obviously. But, you know, those Sunday evening, Sunday in front of songs of praise.
On a carpet?
The Sunday with soldiers.
Right.
And a plate.
Okay.
The Sunday evening rituals.
The plate was the crucial factor there.
But those Sunday evening rituals that kind of, and there's Monday is just kind of looming.
So what underpins that and why would that still persist into adulthood?
I guess there might be some, like, dread is quite a strong word, isn't it? But it is that feeling of, like, Monday is looming, and I think there's a few different things. Like, what is it about Monday that is so unattractive on a Sunday? Is it going back into kind of, is it a reminder of the monotony of life? Like, that's another weekend, here's another week. You know, what's missing? It just makes me think perhaps something's missing.
But you wouldn't have that on holiday. If you're on I can't remember when I last took a 2-week holiday, but if you had a 2-week holiday and you had a Sunday in the middle, you wouldn't think, you
probably wouldn't even know what day it was, really, would you?
So it's very specific to, I have work, education the next day.
Yeah.
And is it a sign that you don't particularly like your work? Or do you think if you loved your job, you wouldn't care about Sunday evenings?
Maybe. But I think, you know, it's that gear shift, isn't it? From the weekend where you're able to kind of pander to your needs and feelings and take things a bit slower, and then the week where you kind of, you know, a lot of people just feel like they're just getting on the treadmill for the next 5 days, and then that's it until the week. We live for the weekends. You know, so many. It's like life is lived at the weekends.
So for you, it strikes a more fundamental existential crisis or time slipping away. It's another week. It's another
turn of the wheel. It's another, you know, it's like when another birthday goes by, and that's another turn of the earth, you know.
Yeah. So there's a kind of mortality in what have I achieved, and also maybe a sense of I'm a cog in a system.
Yeah. Yeah. And what can we do? Like what is it that we feel is missing from the week that we get at the weekend? And is there any way, if it's fun, if it's rest, if it's, you know, the ability to kind of meet our own needs, you know, how can we? Is there something of that we can implement in the week? Like, do we need to do something one evening every week, like re-engage in a hobby or something? You know, is there, like, socialise? Is there something we can do in the week? Like, we have a takeaway every Sunday night, just because we love a takeaway, and it kind of.
What do you have?
A curry. Yeah, always. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Plenty of poppadoms.
Get some endorphins from the...
Absolutely, but it just gives us something to look forward to on a Sunday night. You know,
so you have. It's interesting that you can ritualise the Sunday to try and fight back against that.
Yeah, you can do.
Do you think it's wrong that I might just spend Sunday evenings working, going through emails, draining all energy and will to live before Monday? Do you think that's psychologically not great?
I think what you're probably trying to do is preempt, isn't it? It's try and get, like, I'm not looking forward to Monday, so therefore maybe I can take the edge off Monday by bringing a bit of Monday into Sunday.
Yeah.
And then it just makes Sunday a bit miserable.
And also, tech's so invasive now that we
don't stop. It's
very hard. I find it very hard not to work on a Sunday. I just don't have enough.
None of us have
time.
that rest day. You know, who turns that? It would be so good if we could challenge ourselves to do that. And the very fact that it's a challenge, that says something. We just do not switch off.
Which is why I'm jealous of religious people, because if I were religious, I would observe the Sabbath. So Friday night to Saturday night, I would turn all tech off. I couldn't work because it would be a breach of religious law, and I would have to spend time with family and friends and lots of food, and I kind of think that's brilliant.
So it has to be externally forced, really. It has to be an external.
I believe God's going to punish you, or you're not going to get into.
So you need to be punished into rest. I think that is also the issue, is that if you think about the old working day, there would be a morning break, a lunch, an afternoon break. So rest was kind of interspersed, whereas now we work, and rest is kind of what we have to fall into at the end so that we can work again. And I think maybe there's something about the weekend that we're a little bit more restful on the weekend. A lot of us try and fit life in at the weekend. But, maybe it is something about, like, I'm not going to get any rest now until next weekend. I'm getting back on the treadmill.
I'm old enough to remember the days when shops used to close half days on Wednesdays.
Gosh. And wouldn't be open on a Sunday.
I'm old, or gosh, they used to
both,
do that.
Both. Like, what have we lost here?
Yeah. And of course, there was no Sunday trading. So
And I bet you people were less burnt out and overwhelmed, and needing those evenings kind of zoning out on the sofa while scrolling in another hand.
Yeah. So that's it. I mean, I think it's interesting that Sunday, it's emblematic. It taps into something bigger about the work-life balance. So the way to do it, I mean, the way to do it is not how I do it, which is just
drag Monday into Sunday.
Yeah, pull Monday up earlier. So it's actually Monday morning dread I've now got on Sunday. But you face it down with a ritual and a curry.
I do, but I think it's
Does
also...
it work?
For me, but I don't have a classic job where I'm heading into the office on a Monday like my husband. He's there ironing his shirt, so he hates ironing shirts on a Sunday night because I think that kind of it emphasises the Sunday night iron the shirts, so he does it another night of the week. So it might be that, but also thinking what is lacking from your week that you're getting at the weekend. Like, what might you be able to put in? What kind of rest? What kind of fun? What kind of something that actually feeds you? Is it the fact that Monday to Friday we're just kind of sapped and then we need to find ways to refuel on the weekend amongst everything that needs to be done?
Have fun during the week.
Oh,
extraordinary idea.
It could be an interesting thought.
That's never going to catch on. I tell you one thing not to do on a Sunday evening: have a date.
Yeah,
it's happened to me. Oh. It's happened to me a couple of times lately where I've had Sunday evening dates. The energy I brought to that party.
It's probably because you were answering your emails under the table to stave off the Monday morning dread.
Just going to the loo. Text her from the toilet by mistake. And then a glass of wine just made me depressed. So, the Sunday evening, honestly, it could be like the most perfect woman in the world walks in and I'd still be like, oh, God, I've got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, so no dates. I'm going to have a curry.
No dates. Have a curry. Yeah. Think about what it is about your weekend that you might be able to copy and paste a little bit into the rest of your week somewhere so that it's not so dready.
Yeah, I think paneer maybe.
Oh, yeah, try naan.
Oh.